Yeah.
That's also love.
What are your favorite romantic films?
Ah. Well, I can tell you that one of my favorite romantic novels is Wuthering Heights
Oh, Gothic fiction. Yeah.
by
Yeah.
Emily Bronte. And I think what is most romantic to you depends on the age with which at which you either read or saw. So movies like Shyam Benegal's Junoon will always be a very, very romantic experience for me. Similarly, and this is completely age related, that Qayamat se Qayamat Tak in the Indian perspective will be that movie. And Mani Ratnam's Gitanjali would be.
Yeah, I heard about that. I was like, okay, that probably is going to be a separate conversation.
Yeah,
But
you
I was
must have
always,
that conversation.
yeah.
Yeah,
With you, I'm saying, I'm a little curious because even his
yes.
admirers don't rate that film quite high.
Yeah,
You know, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Again,
yeah,
it's an age thing, and
yeah,
let's talk about that.
yeah.
And so these ones, but also A Farewell to Arms by Ernest Hemingway, which like I remember when I finished reading it for the first time, I couldn't even believe that somebody would write it in those words,
Right.
you know, and how perceptive one would be to write it in those words.
Right.
That, and the same thing goes for Emily Bronte. And we were talking about Romeo and Juliet some time back. That that play,
Yeah.
the way it's been written, and you experience
Yeah.
what they are experiencing.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I want to recommend a movie to you in case you haven't seen it. It's a Portuguese film called Letters from War. And it's about a guy who goes to fight for war and writes letters to his wife. And the language in it is full of
Oh, I would love to.
aching and longing and I like what he's experiencing at war versus what he's missing at home. And
Oh,
it's,
that's amazing.
if you like Wuthering Heights, this
Oh
is
yeah, I'd love
unmissable.
it.
Yeah.
And also, I like this thing. There's been a lot of literature in the Second World War about love for the country versus
Yeah.
love for a
Yeah.
woman or
Yeah.
love for the mother.
Right.
Brecht has written. So many people have written about it. Faiz Ahmad Faiz has written "Is ishq ya us ishq ve nadim hai magar dil," you know. So there's a lot about that, and I feel that films have embraced it.
Right.
But also in the very popular genre, this is something to go forward into.
Yeah. Is Amar Singh Chamkila also, in a way, a kind of a love story?
Oh yes, it is.
Okay.
It is because firstly, it has the conventional love story between Amarjyot and Chamkila, and the strange, interesting, and a very like unique circumstance in which they get together. You'll hopefully like it when you see it in the film, and you'll also know what I mean. The second thing is love for music.
Yeah.
The fact is that the love for music, and not only music in the case of Chamkila, but also live performance
Yeah.
of that music in an akhada in front of people. The love for it was such that he could not give up.
Right.
He just couldn't give it up. He was not a brave man, but he just couldn't give it up. And
Right.
that led to his doom.
Now, Imtiaz, for those of us not familiar with Chamkila's work, can you give an example of a song that shows why his work was considered so daring and taboo, or why it was frowned upon by society, even though it was embraced by certain other sections?
Yes, I can give you many examples.
Yeah, but like, yeah.
Okay, so this is, for instance, I'll say that वो तकता रहा
Uh-huh.
मैं शिखर दोपहरी नौंदी सी. Right. Firstly, all the Chamkila songs are in Punjabi,
Right.
sung by Diljit. What she is saying, and in this case Amarjyot sings this, that he kept watching while I was bathing in the hot afternoon. As the song progresses, you will realize that who's watching is his brother-in-law.
Oh.
It is as basic as that. These are the things that people in villages say, talk, joke about. And these are the topics on which these extremely vulgar songs that are sung in weddings all over India, like the ones especially that women sing.
Yeah.
So these are the topics that Chamkila also wrote about. They're very relatable. But he also had a kala with which he wrote it. For instance, he says a beautiful line which I think is magnificent. He says, "Rana da kuch nahi katta, chhadya da jhanka honda." In the way that a woman doesn't lose anything if a man gets a glimpse. You know, it's such a line that, you know, young people have been thinking about this.
Yeah.
Tera kya kam ho jayega yaar? You know, that kind of thing. It's so naughty.
Yeah.
Which is what was so sticky about his lyrics. And all of the songs that he was popular for before he started writing the other kind of song, but were like this.
Okay.
So obviously you can frown upon them, but there is something which is very ticklish. There is something that thousands and thousands of people were doing anything. I mean, you couldn't have a wedding if Chamkila was not going to come and sing.
Right.
He was that popular.
So is that love for music and the love that Pariniti's character and Diljit's character have for each other, are these the two elements that drew you to the movie?
The most important thing that drew me to the movie is the ironical situation of Punjab
Okay.
and of Chamkila's life, and there was a parallel between them,
Okay.
where there is the coexistence of tragedy and exuberance at the same time.
The 80s.
All of Punjab through the history is like this,
Right.
and 80s it was the case in point because Chamkila was making music at that time.
Right. No, Imtiaz, all